Right. So we have here the being able to delete elements and add generic courses. So let's add the capability of maybe typing the value of the name of the course that I want to add. So let's add an input field where we can type the actual name. Right. So right now in the course manager we have the add course. Here it is. That's the event handler that we're calling. The way we're doing it is that we are we click on the add button somewhere in here. Where is it? The add button, add course, and we just call the add course function right here. And we're hard coding the object for the new course there. See that? And what we're doing is that we are modifying the old state. We're saying that the new courses is going to be the spread of the old courses, whatever they were, and at the end, we're going to append this new object right here. Okay. So the spread operator basically says copy everything over, right, from there and make it put it at the front of the array, and then at the end of the array add this new object. Right. This is a new syntax in ES6 that allows you to do this, copy over things from one array onto some other array. Okay. So let's change this a little bit. What we're going to do is that we're going to here in the add course, we're going to add an input field. Right. And that input field, we should be able to type in whatever new course, the title of the new course we want to add. Yes? Okay. When we click on add course, it's going to read this input field. Right. So to do that, unfortunately, it's going to be a little awkward here. Right. The way this input works is that the input is maintaining its own state of what to show in as a value in there. See that? Okay. It has its own little controller, right? Which is we don't have access to. The only thing that we have access to is event handlers, whether you click on it or whether you're actually typing. We can listen in what you're typing. We can look at the current value. That's all we have. That's the API we have to work with. Okay. So it's somewhat awkward in React because we need to override the value based on a state variable that we control. Right? We like to be able to read this value. Right? So instead of it maintaining its own state of its own value, we're going to have to hijack that mechanism. We're going to say, okay, don't maintain your own state. We're going to maintain it for you. All right, which becomes a little awkward. So let's get started first by keeping track of the new course title. Here's where we're going to keep track of the title for the course, right? And we can type whatever we want, so whatever. Okay, and that value could be referenced by the input field. We can say input field, your value is going to be handled by a state variable that React controls, right? And here's the new course title. So if we do that, notice that the input field is indeed being set by the value of the state variable. Yes, but now we kind of lost control over it, right? Well, we didn't, right? Now we have control over it, but not completely. We're saying, hey, input field, you don't control your own state. We control it now, right? We set it. We have to do everything. We own it. We own you. Okay. So the input field says, well, fine. I'll whatever value you say, that's what I'm going to show, right? And if the value is always whatever, then I can't. I'm nobody to override you. You're overriding me. All right. So we now control the state. Right, so how do we change the state?